members of this conference are to be the architects of a better world. In your hands rests our future.
We must not allow fear to stand in our way.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight.
We have to start acting as one species with one destiny. We are not going to survive if we don't do that.
My name is Sando Giambo and I head corporate responsibility at Safaricom. Safaricom is a purpose-driven business, and for us to deliver on our business vision of transforming lives, it's critical to make sure that no children are engaged in our supply chain, that we are able to operate efficiently and mitigate our carbon footprint, and really most importantly for our business and for Kenya as a whole is to have transparent business that is corruption-free. Safaricom has been a participant of the UN Global Compact for a number of years. The 10 principles have been critical to our sustainability strategy. Interestingly, the 10 principles very much align to the 17 SDGs that were announced much later. So for us, it gave us really a head start in understanding what principle-based business was. As a participant of the UN Global Compact, we've been able to access resources, trainings and convenings that have been of benefit to us as Safaricom. As a lead company, we've also had the opportunity to showcase some of our work. We've certainly also played a role in growing the local chapter of the Global Compact Network Kenya. Obviously, sustainability can't be practiced in isolation, so the more people there are doing responsible business in Kenya, the better business is for Kenyans as a whole. Because the global goals have a clear call to action to the private sector, we've integrated 9 of the goals into our business strategy. So it's about delivering relevant products and services and also providing value to our customers in Kenya. If you look at what the future for humanity is, it calls for private sector to work very closely with civil society and government. Very rarely do these 3 partners sit together for dialogue. The global goals provide us with that opportunity, and the Global Compact provides us with that platform. So by 2030, we hope that our business strategy of integrating 9 of the 17 SDGs will have worked. The time has passed when the business of business was solely business and profitability. Business needs to play a more transformational role within society, and we believe that the principles of the UN Global Compact can help guide a business towards how to become more of a purpose-driven and principle-led business.
My name is Agustin Delgado. I am the Chief Innovation and Sustainability Officer for Iberdrola. We think that sustainability is not anymore an environmental thing, but it's something more comprehensive. in our vision and in our values, we cannot understand a company that doesn't take care of the human rights, the labor rights, the environment. This is the concept of sustainability that Iberdrola has. The global goals are very relevant to our strategy. They have provided us with a framework in which we can allocate and align all our strategies for the company to survive in the future. The investor community has backed Iberdrola with this strategy of reducing our carbon footprint. In 2017, Iberdrola was the world leader company issuing green bonds. Our participation in the UN Global Compact is very important. For the first time, the private sector has been invited to work together with the public sector in this challenge of the 2030 agenda. One of the main benefits we receive by being part of the Global Compact, first, I would highlight the possibility to gather together with our partners in the Global Compact and have this possibility of networking and sharing ideas. Second, I think it's very important that we all agree in reporting tools so we can have uniform tools for this reporting. We can think together how we can build upon what we already have. And through the UN Global Compact, we can have access to all of this. And we also can report together how the private sector is really being an important part of this global agenda. The world in 2030 for Iberdrola is a completely different world dominated by renewable energies, in which all the paradigms will really become true.
Hi, I'm Ann Tracy. I'm the Vice President of Global Sustainability, EHS, and Supply Chain Strategy at Colgate-Palmolive Company. So our vision at Colgate for sustainability is rooted in three key pillars. It's rooted in people, our performance of our products, and the planet. This has evolved to a vision over time, which we call building a future to smile about. Colgate has always been rooted in business integrity. The global goals are an excellent framework.
So water stewardship is one of the big initiatives that the company drives, and that's very much in alignment with SDG number 6. Having some uniformity and coming from a credible organization like the United Nations really helps, again, business align.
I think it's very important for public and private sector to come together if we're going to move these global goals forward. Being part of the UN Global Compact is very important to Colgate because it provides us credibility both internally to our own employees as well as externally, and even maybe more importantly, the opportunity to connect with our peers.
The resources, the depth of knowledge, the passion that UNGC has shown us so far are really authentic, and that matches with our culture at Colgate. None of these companies can do it alone. The more companies that join the effort, I think the bigger the impact's going to be, especially by 2030.
What the world looks like in 2030 is a very important question, and one not only many companies, but certainly Colgate is exploring and talking about. What we're looking to do is to embrace the global goals and really become a leader in this space.
So we've got people from all over the world today, and I think that's what's going to make such a rich conversation.
We believe that women should have an equal stake in our society and in our economy.
We started to understand that gender equality is actually about the redistribution of power. And it's about recognising that gender equality is not a women's issue, it's a key economic, social and political issue.
Empowering women is not belittling men. It is simply making sure women are included.
So I'd implore every company to be active in this space because it does work, it's the right thing to do, but it's the right business thing to do.
How can we then put together men and women in the same room and make them grow together without one feeling threatened by the other, without backlash being in the picture?
We have to face the fact that women are already powerful. We just need to recognize that.
Thank you all for being here. It's amazing to sit here and look up and see a full room of business people, representative governments, UN folks here to figure out how to engage business around the gender equality agenda and Goal 5.
So my suggestion, if I may be a little bit radical, is I think we have come to the moment in time where we should begin to set targets and agree on targets. I think a very well-researched, substantial target would be to say that all companies need to have at least 30% women on both the board and on senior management.
The door is wide open. We would like more companies to join because then there's healthy peer pressure between and amongst the companies.
My final wish is that all companies make gender equality part of their business strategy. This is a business imperative. It's also about doing the right things, but I think these two things go hand in hand.